What's going on YouTube? This is Phil. Bring you a video on my 20-gallon long frag tank. Now, I got a crutch over there. I've been meaning to do this video for a while, but I got a ruptured Achilles tendon, so I can't crutch around too fast. Let me get a little closer look in here. Very sorry for bouncing around. Just kind of want to show you what I got going on here. Now, I have two AI primes over top of this tank. I'm prepping actually to move to a larger 50-gallon lowboy aquarium setup. A lot of these rocks and a lot of these corals were in my Fluval Evo 13.5, as well as some of the coral and actually as well from the Cobalt Aquatics TB40. If you can, so some of these colonies and corals will look very familiar from those two builds. See all that algae around there? I got something for that. But anyway, yeah, I got you can see my yellow Midas, my zoanthids going buck wild per usual. These things grow so fast, but man, it looks like having a nice colony looks so good. It really does. And like dragon's eye, those are just dope. Look at them. You can see various types of zoanthids in here. Pieces of Monty. That's a little part of my Recitosa that grew out there. You can see the main mother colony down there. Just various. See that green right there? That's actually chunks of my red planet that grew up on my on the rock when I was in the grow out tank. I had another grow out tank, and I condensed to this tank, and it grew like crazy. See some more zoanthids colonies. Yeah, I'm gonna need more space, so I am going to because I'm gonna be fragging some corals from the other tanks and moving along here. On the back, on the side of this, I have a refugium. I'm gonna talk a little bit more detail on that in a little bit, as well as I've been using for filtration. I actually am using a canister filter rated for 30 gallons. Right now it's shut off, so I can put the water flows along the top here this way. I have the pump turned off so I can shoot better video. Anyway, just wanted to give you this look. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video, move to the side, and we'll talk a little bit more about this hang on back refugium I got going on here. And this is the hang on back refugium. Now, this is very similar to the Marine Midland version of this, except for this is not their Marine Midland. This is another version I got from my LFS. It's actually very similar dimensions, except for this one's a little bit wider, and it was actually almost $5 cheaper, so I figured I'd just go for this. One of the things I didn't do is these are breeder boxes. They come with different chambers you can section off. I'm using, when I was testing this out, I didn't have a chamber in here, and the water is kind of going through here rather quickly. So I put the first divider in there, so the water comes in here and kind of slows down before it settles into here. And as soon as I did that, it started working exactly as I wanted. In the bottom here, I have Coral Lagoon, White Whale Aquatics Coral Lagoon substrate. And this is all basically biomedia. Have those chunks of rocks in there, biomedia. It's been running for a little while, no Chaeto in here. And as you can see here, I have a smaller Aquatop pump. This came from my Aquatop media reactor. I basically retrofitted it. It's got a valve there that I can regulate the flow. These typically use the air pumps. I don't like using an air pump because it's not a constant flow, and it kind of makes a gurgling sound as the water comes through here. There are videos of people trying to use filter floss and other stuff to kind of silence it. I was not able to get it to work. It just did not work for me. Let me see if I can grab this real quickly here. See my little mess of cables down here. I'm on crutches, so I kind of gotta take my time with things. So I'm gonna be using this LED light here. This is what I use on my Fluval Evo 13.5 on the Refugium. Basically, I'm gonna tape one to the top there and one to the side, and I may wrap it with some type of dark covering, whatever, to keep light from bleeding into the tank. I don't know, we'll see. But it'll be the main macroalgae that's going to be in there is Chaeto. Cheaper than, I think it's cheaper than all the other ones, and it works. That's what I've used. So that's what I'll continue using. Anyway, hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, go ahead and hit me up in the comments. Like I said, this is just a temporary, well, not temporary, but this is going to be basically expanded to a larger 50-gallon low boy system. I will be plumbing that to a sump. More info on that to come. If you have any questions, go ahead and hit me in a comment. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Leave me comments, thumbs up, whatever. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, go ahead and hit me up like I said before. This is Fish Week Phil, giving you an update or showing you guys my 20-gallon long tank. Look at these colonies, man. Look at that little colony back there. Beautiful. Anyway, subscribe, do your research, try things out, and see what happens. Later, y'all.